Welcome to the weekly meeting, 727. I said weekly meeting, but this is actually beginner trading uh, series. So welcome to the beginner trading session, 727. Okay. I want to go back to week one when we first started talking about trading. And I want to bring it to where we are currently. I want to check for understanding. Do you guys feel like you have a good understanding of what we're doing?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, this is a chart for silver. I'm going to trash everything on my chart. I want to remove my moving averages. And I want you guys to walk me through this. All right, first of all, we're going to start from the week and we're going to work our way down. So what's the first thing I'm supposed to do?
Look at the overall picture of what's going on.
Look for the overall structure.
We are
So
doing structure, yeah?
what's that?
We are on the doing structure.
Are you asking?
No, we are doing structure, so
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
So we're looking for the overall structure
yeah.
of this chart. So what I would do, I would start here. I would draw my structure, right? For all intents and purposes, I'm going to skip all this squiggly, right?
Yeah.
Are these equal highs?
I mean, I don't think so unless you pull up the line chart.
Let's
Do,
see.
do y'all use a line chart?
Sometimes I've started.
Sometimes it's either you do or you don't, guys. This you can't make it up as you go. You're either going to use the line charts or you're not.
I'd use it for this situation. I would.
No, for me it doesn't look like equal.
So is this higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's higher.
And this is the low? And this is the high? Or do we need to put a pullback right here too? Y'all tell me.
No, I wouldn't put the pullback there.
So this is the structure on the weekly.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
Okay, I agree. This could be somebody's.
This red line is so thick though.
It doesn't matter. I just want the overall structure, right?
Let me see.
The reason I want the overall
Yeah,
structure
yeah.
is because I want to be able to mark my swing low, right? I want to have my swing low and my swing high. Because when this starts pulling back, I have an opportunity to take a short down to the 78 and then maybe a long back up to break that high, right? Do y'all agree?
When you do retracement, do you wait for the 78 or do you look for the 61 and 50? That's what I'm
So
just trying to figure
I look for the imbalance.
out. Okay. That makes more sense.
So I'm going to move this over. But everybody agrees this is bullish structure.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I personally would have used the line chart. because anytime something is close, right? To me, this is a higher high, which is this is the swing low. This is still a swing low. That's cool. And this is a new high. So on the weekly, my swing low is down here. I'm going to put it back on the candles because now I can go to the daily. Okay. So on the daily, what I'm really interested in, I'm just interested in going from my swing low to my swing high. Because I already know where the weekly swing low is. Y'all get it? Y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So really all I'm interested in doing is marking up my daily structure that took me from this low to that high up there. You know, some of y'all will go up here. Some of y'all are going to go right here. You know, to me, it's not that serious. Do y'all agree with this?
Yep.
Okay, so this is where we can actually start planning for a trade, right? If you're gonna take your trades off this daily time frame, this is my daily swing low. Do y'all agree?
Yes. There is a swing limit.
That's a daily time frame, yeah.
Who doesn't agree?
It's the low before the high.
It's the last
That's
low. This we pulled back and we broke this high, so that would make this a swing low. So this is my daily swing low. So if price breaks this daily swing low, I would look for it to pull back. Then I can get in for a sell trade. Where can I take the sell trade to?
The weekly swing low.
Well, not all the way to it because we just expect to be a pullback, right?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about after the pullback first.
Well, no, I'm saying
Imbalance?
when this pulls back, when this pulls here and it pulls back, now
That's
you
right.
can sell this
To the imbalance.
Imbalance?
to an imbalance.
You're right.
So this is where we use our Fibonacci. I'm going to go from this low to this high. Now I can mark my golden zone to my 78. Y'all tracking?
Yeah.
yes.
So I'm going to mark from my golden zone to my 78. Because this is where I'm interested in looking for my 4-hour imbalance, right? So if I drop to this 4-hour chart, I can look in my zone. I see an imbalance here, right? You see that imbalance?
Yeah.
And that's really it. Because this imbalance is pretty much full. There's some equal lows here, which we might get to the equal lows. But since this is a counter trend trade, I'm going to take my profit at this imbalance. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So if I was going to take a short, and this is really this is exactly how I prepare to take a trade. I see an imbalance up here, right? I would line this trade up just like this. Now, here's the kicker. I can't take a short until price breaks this swing low, then pulls back up. Does everybody understand that?
Yeah.
I have no trade if price doesn't break that low and pull back. I'm not buying it. Some people would tell you, hey man, buy it. But I'm not buying this trade at premium. If I wasn't in this trade down here to ride it up, I'm not buying the trade at the premium. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is anybody confused? Because this is the part where you need to speak up.
No, I'm not confused, but I have a question though.
Sure.
If you look in the box you marked from your 50 Fibonacci zone,
Mm-hmm.
which imbalance do you mark? Is it that one under those equal lows?
This one right here,
The box, yeah, it's that one or the other one?
this one.
It's this one, okay.
So let me ask you a question. If you
Mhm.
were, if you took a counter trend trade, would you
Yeah.
hold your counter trend trade when it hits this imbalance and bounces?
If I would hold it or
Yeah.
if I would hold? No, if I'm for a sell, then I will just go out.
Exactly. Take your profit. This is a counter trend trade. So take your profit at that imbalance. If it goes down further, that's cool. Any other questions? Okay.
I have another question.
Mhm.
If you go back to your swing low, you will wait till the market will break that swing low to look for an entry. And is it then going to be the first imbalance you see once the candle broke the swing low?
This is what I want to see. I want to see the price break this low. I want to see price pull back into an imbalance in this leg of price.
Yeah.
And then I want to see price go down to my zone down there. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
If I understand your question, once it breaks this low, you're
Mhm.
asking about this pullback?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this pullback, I want to be, I want to find an imbalance in this leg of price. So you see this daily chart? If you look
Yeah.
at the break on this daily chart, you drop 2 time frames down, which is the 1 hour. You find your 1 hour imbalance, and then you'll be able to wait for the price to pull back up here to get in that trade.
Okay. And do you still look once the price is pulling back to use your Fibonacci to find a correct zone, or if just an imbalance on the 1 hour is sufficient enough?
I don't understand that question.
Now, for an example, if price goes to A and then to B,
Mhm.
and that's range, do you then also use your Fibonacci for that?
You can. You can Fibonacci from here to here and find your golden zone. As a matter of fact, you probably should do it to find your golden zone. For me, I already know it's going to be here.
Okay.
How do I know that? You see that wick right there?
Yes.
It's an everything past that wick is an imbalance. So
Okay.
let's just say price went down and broke this low. It's going to come back up and close this imbalance. And then I can take a sell trade.
Yeah.
Does that make
Makes
sense?
sense. Definitely. Thank you.
And when this price pushes down, let's just say today, the price just starts pushing down aggressively. All right, once it hits the imbalance, like once price hits this imbalance, it's going back up to close this imbalance. And then it's going to sell. Now, if it goes up and closes this first today, and then sells, there will still be an imbalance left on the 1 hour where you can go down in time frame to see it. I think as a group, we were supposed to be following GJ, right? GU, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Have y'all been following GU?
I've been following it, yeah.
What happened? Can y'all still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that was just me. I screwed you up. Okay.
I've been following it as well, Todd, and I think I know what you're gonna say because I just saw on the chart right now again.
Right.
It looks like it went back to the imbalance.
GU? Are you talking about GU?
Yeah, it went back and now it's going down. So it pulled back to the imbalance from before, and now it's going back down.
And now
On
it's,
the daily, if you look at the daily chart.
yeah, this is the daily chart, right? So if you look at my structure, right, you see the structure? Y'all see that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, this original push down broke my swing low right here. Right? Now, for some of y'all, this is not a breakup swing low. But for me, that push down broke my swing low. So I expected a pullback and then a continuation sell from there. Right? And I'm going to show you who doesn't think this is a break of a swing low. Anybody? Everybody thinks it's a break.
Yeah.
I know y'all lying.
Yeah, it's a break.
Is,
It is, yeah.
And my line chart is clearly a break.
yeah.
It's clearly a pullback. And now I'm looking for price to continue pushing down, right? If I go up a time frame to the weekly, my next target is this low right here. So I want this price to push on down to and through this swing low. And if you're confused on where this swing low is, again, you can throw your line chart and then I can take my line and I can place this here. So I'll know, hey man, this is, for me, this is the next important target right here. I need to see price break through that low. Because if it doesn't, then it's just a pullback to this area and then it's buying. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it breaks that, it's continuing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fully expect for it to continue. But I'm just showing you guys how you should follow this and you should track your trade as it's going along. Many people who call themselves swing traders have no idea of how to track their trade. When the trade turns around, they have no idea. They'll be in a trade and they'll ask me if they should still keep their position open. And instead of asking me, all of us should be able to look at the structure and understand when I see a change of character, right? So even on this 4-hour chart, and I wouldn't try to track a swing trade on a 4-hour chart, but we got a 4-hour chart. This is probably going to buy up, closes imbalance before it sells further. But on a 4-hour chart, you will wait until you have a change of character, right? So if this is pushing down, like this pushed all the way down, you don't really get a change of character, or at least I don't see one. I would just call this a straight move. If this move breaks this high, now I have a change of character and it turns bullish on this 4-hour chart. Does that make sense? Yay or nay?
Explain it again, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lost it as well. Sorry.
Okay. For me, this price action is bearish, right? Down, pull back, and now we're going down. Everything is fine unless this price goes back up and breaks this high. That makes sense?
Yes, so it's bearish for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expect this low to get broken before this high gets broken. So if this goes up and breaks this high, then I'm going to look at this as price turning bullish.
Mm-hmm.
My next area to watch would be this area. Now, price could pull all the way back up into this imbalance and keep selling. And it turned bullish on the lower time frames, but on this big move right here, on this push up and down, this would just be a complex pullback to the 78 of this down move. See that? That makes sense?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have an alarm at 78.
You said your alarm. That's
An
always
alarm.
good to do. That's always good to do. Or just label your chart.
Yeah.
Many people, as a matter of fact, when we were here last week, we talked about this trade, right? We
Yes.
talked about this buy. Is Wisdom here? Y'all remember Wisdom was he took this trade and he got lucky?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, so if he stayed in that trade, he got paid. That's like a 200 pip trade. You got 200 pips on that buy move. And everything worked out. Then price turned around and sold. So if you're following the trade properly, you can make a lot of money by trading it to and fro. Does that make sense?
Can you say that again?
If you can follow this trade, if you can follow along with the structure, you can make a lot of money trading the pair back and forth.
Oh,
You can trade it when it buys, you can trade it when it sells.
Facts.
Makes sense, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to teach y'all counter trend trading. What I'm going to teach you to do is trade with the trend, okay? But if you pay attention, you'll understand how to get in for the counter trend as well. You don't have any trades unless a swing is broken, okay? That's the most important thing. Unless a swing is broken, you don't have a trade. Y'all got that?
Yes.
So your key to looking for a trade setup is what? Guys,
A broken swing high or swing low.
there you go. A broken swing high or a broken swing low is your key to a trade setup. Okay, let's look at do y'all know how to go and look for trades? No, you don't, because we haven't looked for trades. We're looking for structure and we're looking to place the Fibonacci. So let me go and find some setups. And I want y'all to tell me who wants to take a stab at this.
what do you mean?
I need the structure.
Yeah, I didn't really got the question.
I want you to draw the structure. Like, can y'all see this pen on the left-hand side of the screen? The little pencil.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I need somebody to click that pencil and draw a structure. Draw the structure. Starting right here.
It's in an uptrend. Oh, wait a minute. You want somebody to draw it. Oh,
I need you to draw the structure, like draw from the low to the high. A higher low, higher high. I need the structure. I need to see the structure. I don't want you to show me where the swing is. I can see that, but I need the structure. I need y'all to draw the structure.
Not sure. Oh, is somebody else already doing it?
Okay, that's you, Mike.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Okay.
my big old fingers.
Well, that's fine. If that's how you see it, that's cool, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to pinpoint where I'll fib from?
Well, I want you to pinpoint where your change of character will be.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Boom.
Mike, I have a problem with that. Why is that your change of character? Where is your swing low? According to your drawing,
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Shit. 1 second. 1 second. This is a swing low. Swing high.
okay, so where's your change of character?
Should be here. Well, the chuck would be if it breaks a swing low, it'll
There
be
you
down.
go.
there you go.
A change of character can only happen if it breaks your swing, right? In the opposite direction. If it breaks your swing in the same direction, that's called a break of structure. A change of character can only happen when your swing is broken in the opposite direction. Everybody tracking?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't see the chart the way that Mike drew the chart. But if that's the way you see the chart, I'm 100% fine with it as long as you understand where your change of character is. Right? So
Yeah.
if this is your swing, if those are your swings, tell me where you should look for your long position.
My long positions,
Yeah, if you want to buy that, this is bullish. I'm assuming you want to buy.
I'll only buy from down here. Once it's crossed this line,
Cross what line?
the chuck. It'll be
No,
dangerous to buy.
no. Slow down, slow down. If this is going to stay bullish, it should not break your swing low.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you want to buy from where? Your 78, 88. Your demand zone down there. You see that imbalance at the bottom of your swing?
Yeah.
There you go. This is where you want to look for your buys. And everybody, just like I want everybody to think about this. If this is your trade, right? Your trade started here, it went up, it pulled back. This pullback is about to the 78%. Pull right back into this imbalance. Y'all see that? We go up, we break this high,
Yeah.
pull back again, right? This wick actually hits this imbalance. You see that?
Yeah.
Then we go up again and break this high. We pull right back in to that imbalance. We went up, we broke this high. We have not pulled back into that imbalance. So you're waiting for price to pull back into that imbalance. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Every trade is going to tell you a story. You just have to be patient and look at the chart. Look at the story it's telling. So if you're buying, if you're bullish, then you want price to come down here before you catch you a buy. I'm gonna tell you another secret. This is a weekly chart, right? Even if, Mike, even if price is going to continue to sell, guess what's going to happen at that imbalance? You're going to get at least a 100 pip buy. Even if this is going to keep selling, it's going to bounce from here, probably up here to this order block, and then keep selling if that's what's going to happen. So, if y'all are marking y'all's charts up like this, and I don't have a problem with anything on this chart that Mike drew, I just want y'all to understand where your change of character takes place, right? If it breaks this low, this is where your change of character takes place, or where your buy should happen. If it doesn't change of character, you should be looking to buy from this demand zone or this imbalance if you're trading like me. You're expecting price to come to this imbalance and get bullish. Does that make sense? Yay, nay?
That makes sense.
Todd, I have a question, I guess.
Yes, sir.
I guess maybe it's just an idea. I'm just curious if you think it's a good idea. Since we kind of came to a consensus here that we wait for the price to go back to that imbalance we've noted
Mhm.
right now, would it
Mhm.
be a bad idea to catch a short right to the imbalance or no?
I do that all the time, but that's called a
Okay.
counter trend trade.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now,
I
how
was
do I
thinking
know
that.
how do I know to take that short? On a lower time frame, I look for a chalk, right?
Yeah, the Lord. Okay, I see what
I
you're talking about.
look for a change of character maybe on the 4-hour because I
I was
already
gonna.
know it needs to pull back here. If I catch the change of character on the 4-hour, when it pulls back up there, I can get in the trade and take the trade to where it's going. Let me see. Let's go to the 4-hour.
Is that advance?
You know, it is in a sense, right? But you know, I would just like to think that all of us are trying to do the same thing, right? If you know that your trade is coming back to this imbalance where it left from, price comes up here, gives you your double top, right? Which is a classic signal that price is going to change direction. Then you come down and you break this 4-hour low right here. You see how we broke that low?
Yeah, I see the M there. Mhm.
Then you pull back. There's your entry.
Well, sorry, where's the pull back? Where I can't see that. Oh, I see what it is. Yeah, right to that imbalance.
You broke
Yeah,
this low.
yeah. I broke the low. I
Price
see
pulled
it
back
to
right
the
there to close that imbalance.
to those imbalance.
And
Okay.
now you're off to the races, right? It's not been a smooth drop, right?
Hmm.
It went back and forth, might have gave you some indigestion, but price still did what it was supposed to do, right? And it will eventually get down here. But the point is, are you as a trader standing on business, taking your trade where you're supposed to take your trade? How long it takes, all that stuff is water under the bridge. We don't care how long it takes. What you should be looking at is, hey man, did I get in this trade here? And am I getting out here? Right? I would be getting out right here. And trade price is going to come down there. It might go back and forth a little bit, you know, all that's immaterial. It might take 4 days. We don't control any of that. The only thing we control is, hey, did we break a swing low on that 4-hour? We did. Did price pull back into an imbalance? Yes, that's my entry. Let me take this trade to the TP, which is right here. Easy money. If you're not counter trend trading, if you're not selling it down, you're the person waiting right here. I'm waiting for price to hit here. And on the lower time frame, maybe the 4-hour, I want to see that change of character for price to start pushing up. Same way. The same way we was on the 4 hour when we saw the change of character for price to push down. It's the same thing we're gonna do on the 4 hour. Get the change of character and see price start pushing back up. Everybody track.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else want to mark this chart up? Okay, who wants to mark the next chart up? Appreciate it, Mike.
All right. I
Come
can
on,
do it
y'all.
again with a line chart.
You said what?
I can do it again with a line chart. I don't mind.
No, I want somebody else to come up because I don't want to start this group with bad habits like the other group.
Okay.
I need y'all to volunteer the same way I volunteer to come here every Sunday. Come on,
Brad,
y'all.
I have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Can, I know you said the change of character is when it breaks. Can you repeat that?
Okay. Let's go back and look. On this 4 hour chart. On this 4 hour. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's talk about, first of all, why we were even looking for price to turn around. On this weekly chart, Mike had marked his he marked this chart up from his low, and this might not look exactly like Mike's, but I'm just doing this because this was Mike's low, and this was a swing low, and this was a swing high. So if you know by looking at this chart,
Previous high.
that this is your swing low, right? And this is your swing high. Do you agree with that? You say yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So price is up here.
Mhm.
Christina, are you buying price up here?
No,
No,
Why not?
it's too
because
high.
it's too high
Okay. So you're waiting for price to pull back where? To your zone,
to
right?
78. Yeah.
To this imbalance, which is about the 78. Or if Kim was here teaching you, she would call this, she would say you're gonna wait for price to pull back to this demand zone, right? This institutional candle. You see that institutional candle?
Yeah.
So if you know you're waiting for price to pull back to this institutional candle, you can sit there and wait. Look how many weeks this is. These are 1 week candles,
Mm,
right? Now listen, it's not always going to be that many candles, but here's the more important thing. You know price is here, and you know price needs to come here. How many pips is that?
1,600.
1,617 pips. I mean, that's enough to like buy a car or something, right?
Yeah.
So are you waiting for price to pull back 1,600 pips, or are you going to trade that?
I would trade for it.
Okay, I would too. So if I'm the only way I can trade this is if I drop to a lower time frame, the 4 hour, and see a change of character. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So on this chart here, if you're marking from here, this is a push up, this is a pullback, this is a push up, this is a pullback, this is a push up, this is a pullback, this is a push up. When price comes back down and breaks this low, that's a change of character. Price pulls right back up into this imbalance, where you take your sell trade. And you're going to take your sell trade from here down to this low. That's 1,200 pips. You see that? That's a
But
1,200
since
pip
this
trade.
trend
Take it
was
from-
a bullish trend, that change of character would be at wherever price broke the swing low at.
yes,
Okay.
on a lower time frame.
Okay.
So it broke your 4-hour swing low. You could even wait for it to break your daily swing low. You know, if you don't, you're saying, hey, Ty, I don't trust the 4-hour. I would rather wait for price to break my daily. And this might be your daily swing low. So you're not even trading this yet until it breaks. It's probably going to break today. I mean, today, but it might break it tonight or tomorrow. You get a candle closure below. Eventually, it's going to pull back up here and keep selling. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
That does.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
You are mentioning you look for a sell once the price change character, and you
Mhm.
look for a sell if the price comes back to the imbalance.
Mhm.
I noticed this imbalance is quite large, so you mark then the full imbalance.
Where? You mean at the bottom?
No, sir, at the top. Once you have the change of character.
So
Yes,
to me, the imbalance wasn't that large. Okay, if you're looking on this 4-hour chart, your imbalance is from here to here. You see it?
Oh yeah, I see it.
And what I would tell you is, if you would enter on this candle at 2100 or this candle at 1 a.m. Now, I trade London session, so this happened on London session. So I can tell you right now, I would have been looking for an Asian high, an Asian session high to be ran before price sold. Let's just go down here and see on the 1-hour chart if this Asian session high got taken out before price started selling. Very interesting, very interesting. There's Asian session. See how we ran that Asian session high?
Yes.
And whoosh, there goes price. 2 a.m. candle. Well, that's a 5 a.m. candle. 2 a.m. candles here. So this is actually a 4 a.m. candle that you could have got in on to ride this down. That's actually a late break, but that's the setup that you would have been waiting to see right there. They ran the Asian session highs and price dumped right into your lap.
Okay. And if you're looking for a counter trend, you always look for the change of character on the 4-hour.
Well, and sometimes you might look at it for the 1-hour, but what I'm saying is, whether you're looking for a counter trend trade or you're looking for a trade going the same direction, you always want to see a change of character. A change of character has to happen for you to get into the trade. If you think about this price is going up, right? At some point, price is going down. You're not getting into this buy until you see price change character. See how it changed character? We broke this high right here. Price is dropping. Lower highs, lower lows. Then all of a sudden you come up here and you break this high. There's your change of character. Then price pulls right back, right into this imbalance right here. Sweeps the Asian session lows. There is your signal. There is your key to take that trade. And look, it's on the London session kill zone. Bang, you get in. And you could have caught all that whole up move. You always wait for a change of character. It doesn't matter what you're trading, like if you're buying or selling. Price should always change character to give you your entry. Because you're not buying at a high, you're buying at a low, right? You're buying at a 78, you're buying at a discount. So price is going to sell into your position. It's going to sell to you, and then it's going to give you a change of character. And that's how you know, hey, it's time to buy again, and you get in the trade. You tracking?
Yes. I have one more question.
Sure, go ahead.
Because you say you trade London session,
Mhm.
and if you look for an entry, during London session, you always wait for an Asian session to break a high or a low.
Okay, I don't want to say always, but
Okay.
99% of the time, that's what you're going to see. Now,
Yeah.
there's another setup too that you're going to see. Let me go down and I'm going to show you. You're going to get a big imbalance in the middle of Asian session. You see this?
Grandmother, stop it.
You see this imbalance?
Mm-hmm.
And then price dips
Break it.
back down into this imbalance before it keeps buying. You tracking?
Stop it. Annoying.
But I don't understand what you want to say with this.
I'm
Can you
sorry.
maybe repeat it?
What did you say? You don't
I didn't
understand?
really got the memo what you wanted to explain.
Okay. Because you asked me, does it always take the Asian high or the low?
Yeah, exactly.
99% of the times, yes. But sometimes you're going to see this. You're going to get a big imbalance
Mm-hmm.
going your direction during the Asian session.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of that session, it's going to pull back. Price
Oh, yeah.
is going to pull into that imbalance
Yeah.
and then continue. So
Okay.
you have to understand, right, whether you're bullish or bearish. And before you ask me, or before somebody is thinking to themselves, how do I know if I'm bullish or bearish? The higher time frame will tell you what direction the trade is going, right? You know as a trader if this trade is on a higher time frame pulling back, or if it's making a higher high or a lower low. So on the higher time frame, you know price is going from point A to point B. So you're just looking for a pullback into this imbalance for a continuation on the lower time frame. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It does make sense. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. Do I have any questions? Who wants to draw the next structure?
I'll do it.
No, not Mike. Who was that? Alto?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's use GN.
Todd,
Huh? Who is this?
it's Marcia. I had a
Oh,
question.
no, how you doing?
Hi. Maybe I missed the videos on it, but when you talk about imbalance, that's like two or three candles together, like three green candles, or is it like I think I might have asked you this, or I don't know about imbalance. I just know what a fair value gap is.
Imbalance is a
when
fair
you
value.
have.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. It's just different. Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Price is pushing up. Every third candle should have a relationship. It should be mother, father, child, mother, father, child, mother, father, child, all holding hands, right? So if you look at these candles, you have a relationship. If we start with this red candle, the top wick of this red candle, well, it engulfs this little candle. So that's cool, right? So these three candles touch. You see that? So now let's go to this little green candle. The top wick of this green candle, if you go over, does it touch the bottom wick of this green candle? Does it touch?
No.
Marcia?
No.
No, it does not touch. That's why this next candle pulled down below there to touch wick to wick. You see that?
Yeah, to fill the gap.
Fill that gap. fill the imbalance. And you can just
Okay.
continue. All these candles have a relationship. All these candles have a relationship. All these candles have a relationship. Now you come here. This red one, this green one, does it touch this one? Does this red candle top touch this green bottom?
No.
No. So that's an imbalance. If you mark that imbalance up, price comes right down to it. Bang. You see it? See how price comes
No.
right down to that imbalance?
Yep. And keep going up.
So all these have a relationship until you get here. This bottom doesn't touch this top. Price comes right down into that imbalance. When it hits that imbalance right here, it rejects. See that buy?
Mm-hmm.
How many pips you think that buy is? It's enough to make a little money, huh? 300 pips buy. It hit that imbalance. Boom, 300 pips.
Yeah. Mm.
Now price comes down. Does this green candle touch this red one? Does this green,
No.
the bottom green, touch this red? That's an imbalance. Does this
Mhm.
red candle touch this in?
Wow.
No, that's an imbalance. So
Mm.
this move down, moved so fast, it created an imbalance. It also broke structure. It broke these lows right here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what happens. Well, I'll be God. I'll be God.
So it's gonna play around a little bit, I guess, before it should
Well,
go up.
it's going to fill your imbalance. The one that broke this structure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, it always fills the imbalance. It always, like I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
It's always going to fill your imbalance.
Mm.
Which brings us right to where we are. Well, it'll get over here eventually. All right, it'll bring us right to where we are now. So
Mm.
if you pay attention to these gaps, to these imbalances, to these fair value gaps, you'll know, hey man, when price hits this imbalance, it's going to bounce, right? Because this is a buy side imbalance. So when price comes back, you're going to get a buy. This is a sell side imbalance. So when price comes back, you're going to get a sell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so when price comes to where we are now, Alto, I need you to draw draw the structure, and we're going to talk about where price is going, and how you can trade it. Come on, man. This is about done.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to finish.
Okay, here we go.
All right. I guess I'll start from here. Right. I'll put back there. Sorry, I can't draw for shit. Let me try this again. I cannot draw on this. My fingers suck. All right, let's do this one more time. I'll pull back there. And then up here. Then I'll pull back there. Sorry, here. And then back up there. Down towards there. Sorry, I can't draw for this, but do you get it kind of or no? Let
I'm
me
gonna-
try it one more time. Let me try one more
Yeah,
time.
erase it.
Yeah, no, this is hard. I got big fingers. Forgive me, people. I'm not average human. I'm serious. Like I can't even text. That's how bad it is.
Maybe you can share your screen. Is that
Yeah,
better?
yeah. Let me try it down. Let me get on my laptop 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm right beside it. Hold on. Oh, it's going down. Now let me get on that Discord. Oh, we'll hop on right now. Hold on. I'm already here. Yep, that'd be a lot easier. I'll mute the other one in a second. 1 second. Okay, launch the meeting. Come on, open. Sorry, people. 1 second. There you go. Ooh, somebody else drew it, maybe.
This meeting is being recorded.
Cool. Okay. All right, let me see if I can draw now. Oh, this is much better. So let's start from here. Draw this. Oh, why is it so thin? Damn. Look at my red one.
You gotta erase your line.
Yeah, yep. I figured that much. 1 second. How do I erase this? Where's the eraser? All right, there we go. Oh, I gotta erase. Oh, I gotta erase it on here. There we go. All right, let's start. I'll just draw here, and then the pullback. Oops, I still suck at it again. See? All right, I'll draw this and down. No, here, down. Here, no, I would probably just skip this extra one. And one more time. Here, here, here. Catch this one. Catch that. And then little pull back here. Little pull back there. Little pull back there. Up, down. Kind of like that. I know I messed it up, but does anybody get the picture? Or do you want me to do it again?
No, that's cool.
Yeah, I like
So-
that.
So where's your swing low?
Oh, okay. Swing low would be, I think if we're on the, yeah, that's a good question. I guess the swing low would be, swing high is here for sure. I know that. Swing low. Let me look at it closely again. I got you. It's right here. Should be here, no? Somewhere around here, right? That's what I would mark it.
So
Oh no, sorry, down
you
here.
put the
I'm
green
so
text.
sorry.
So y'all
I'm
listen.
sorry. It's
Yeah.
down there. It's down there. My bad.
Of
My
course,
bad.
if y'all
Yeah,
are
I read it wrong. My bad. It's down
if
there.
y'all are drawing the chart and you're drawing that as your pullback, your swing low is easily identified. Wherever your pullback is,
Yeah, that's it.
it creates a new high. That's your low. So if price came from that low to that high, that is your swing low. Now,
Mhm.
your swing low is where your change of character will take place. So my next question is, where would you have a change? Where would a change of character take place?
Change of character will take place after it breaks this swing low.
There you go.
Mhm.
Okay. So until price breaks that swing low, you're just looking for a pullback and a buy, correct? Where would you
Yeah.
try to look for your buy?
Within the imbalances.
Okay, but here you don't have any imbalance on this time frame.
No, not yet. No.
'Cause
You'd
it-
have to go.
it-
You can look
it
at lower
should.
time frames.
Well, you can, or you can just look. You can throw your fib from your swing low to swing high.
Yeah, and wait for that 78
There
right
you go.
here. This right here. Yep.
So the way I would approach this,
Mhm.
because you don't see a seven, or you don't see a an imbalance. So all I need to do, show you the magic of these Fibonacci's. Okay. Wow, I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay.
Okay, this Fibonacci. Once I draw my fib from the low to the high, let me get rid of this. Now I just have to highlight my zone. I'm going to drop down to the 4-hour and look for my imbalance. I can delete this fib, y'all. Let me delete the fib.
Howard, I have a question when you finish.
Okay, what's your question?
So without the fib, how would you know? How would you know to enter that trade for the buy without the fib? Would you know?
Well, you can just go down to your 4-hour like I'm doing now,
Okay,
and you can look for your imbalance.
gotcha.
A fib is a tool. You don't have to use it, but I would recommend that you use it because it takes the guesswork out of your trade. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So there is going to become a time to where you automatically know, okay, I know price is coming down here, right? Everybody in here should know price is coming down here. Why? Because there's an order block. We broke structure, and there's an imbalance. Everybody should know this by now because I've been saying it 1,000 times. There's an order block, the imbalance, and we broke structure. Price has to come back here.
Where's the order block again?
Well,
Just-
you see that little red candle?
Mm-hmm.
You see that engulfing green candle?
Yeah,
That's your order block.
got it.
And in between it is the imbalance, the FEG.
Yeah, you see how this bottom candle doesn't touch the top of this red candle?
Mm-hmm.
There's your fair value gap, your imbalance, your gap in price. So price got out of here fast. It's going to come back down here to this area. So 1,000%, that's where I would be trading that back to. Y'all tracking?
So that's like a double confluence when you see the imbalance in the order block.
It's I guess you can call it a double confluence, but it's just the way it is. When you have an order block, an imbalance, and a break of structure,
Mm-hmm.
price is always coming back. When you have an order block, an imbalance, and a break of structure, it's always going to come back. Miss Glow.
Yeah, I had a question, but I think it got answered. Could you maybe go back to the 1 week?
Sure.
So that area is like candy. It's like, I'm coming to get you. It's candy time.
Yeah, it's
Heading down.
always going to come back there.
Yeah, because I have a question, because you mentioned there is no fair value gap on this chart, and there is no fair value gap because there is no order block under that fair value gap I see over here then, right?
You mean this right here?
This one.
Well, that thing has been filled. You see
Okay.
that wick, and then you see all this
Yeah.
other price action?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was filled a while back.
And same for this one, it also got filled then.
Well, it's partially filled. It will get revisited because it's plenty left in that gap to be filled.
Yes, thanks.
Hello, Mr. Todd.
Yes, sir.
Hey, when you put your fib on that 1 week, what was the gap? It was the 50 to the 78, or was it the 61 to the 78?
The 50 to the 78.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The 50 is the start of the discounted area. So if you're looking for buys, You want to make sure price pulls back to the discounted area. That starts at the 50%. The further it pulls back, the better your risk to reward is going to be. All right, any other questions? Okay, so let's tie this all together, guys. From the start of us meeting, we talked about structure, right? Structure is going to guide you. Structure is going to keep you safe. If you understand structure, you're going to understand how to take your trades. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
So if everybody was identifying structure, the way that these gentlemen did, which basically says price pulled down and went up, this is their swing, then everybody would just be waiting for the market to pull back to their zone to be getting into a buy from here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, again, there is a way you can take advantage of this pullback all the way down here to your zone. And that's by dropping down to a smaller time frame, like the 4-hour, watching for the change of character and the pullback in order to take a short. Okay, was that Gloria? Was that you that asked me about the fair value gap just a minute ago?
No, it was Marcia, I think.
Marcia.
Yeah.
Marcia.
Oh,
Marcia,
Marcia.
sorry.
I'm sorry, Marcia. I'm sorry.
No, but you answered my question.
Okay, but I just want to show you something. Let me show you something. All right. I don't know if y'all know Fire Marshal Bill or not.
Yeah, it
Y'all-
depends which question you're referring to, by the way, because I asked indeed a question why on the 1 week this
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
a
That
yeah.
that's the question I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So that was you.
Yes, it was me, sir.
Okay. So if you look at this time frame, this is a 1 hour, but if you looked at the 4 hour, it'd be the same thing. This push down, you got a break of a change of character, right? Because we're in an uptrend. Then price gets here, it gives you a push down. You broke these lows, you broke this low. So really, the 1 hour and the 4 hour gave you a change of character.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all tracking. Then
Yes.
price pulls back up. Now, some of y'all might not have noticed this pullback up ran this high to get into the trade, right? So you'd have been like, well, Ty, it wasn't an imbalance to pull back to or whatever, right? That's what y'all would have hit me with. I know, because they always hit me with that stuff. So how do you get into the trade after that? You have another leg right here that came down. You got another imbalance. You got another break of a low, break of structure. Price pulls back. It doesn't quite go into your imbalance. I personally would have still took this trade because on a lower time frame, probably a 15-minute, there's an order block right here. But maybe you wouldn't have got this trade. You would have let it fall again and break structure here with that big imbalance. Maybe you would have got it when it pulled back. Some of y'all would have said no, because I was waiting up here for this imbalance, Todd. It breaks again. It breaks structure. This time it pulls back. Everybody should have been able to get in the trade. You see what I'm saying? So depending on what level of trader you are, or what level you're on, maybe you could have found a way to get in and not miss these 300 pips. But eventually it pulls back and it gives you an opportunity that even you could take advantage of. You see that?
Mhm.
So there is no reason for you as a trader to have what they call FOMO. If you I missed a trade, so what? Another trade is coming. You understand what I'm saying? If you're patient enough, then stick to your guns as a trader. make the charts give you your entry, right? Hey, I'm only interested if you give me my entry. If you feel this imbalance completely, or if you come back to this breaker block or whatever you're looking at, you have to be anal about your entries. The same way you will be anal about loaning out your money. If you know I smoke crack and I come to you and ask for $100, you're probably going to say no. You're not just saying, okay, here's 100. Here, take this other 100. I know you're going to smoke crack with my money. I'm not giving it to you. That's the same way you have to be with your entries. Because every time you click that button, you're committing funds to that trade I did. That makes sense?
Yep.
Do y'all understand now? Are you starting to understand how you get a trade idea, a trade setup versus a trade entry?
Yeah, it's clicking now.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand. Basically,
Okay,
don't give your money to the crackheads.
hey, there you go. But the trade setup comes from a swing high or swing low being broken on a higher time frame. That's your trade setup, right? We have a trade setup. Hey, we just broke the swing high on the weekly chart. I know price needs to pull back to my 78, and then I can wait for a chalk to give me an entry. Or I'm not going to wait for it to pull back to my 78. I'm going to sell it down to my 78. I'm going to sell it down to the golden zone. That make sense? Y'all got quiet.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
So there are a couple of different opportunities. Once you have those opportunities, now you're ready to take a trade, right? Now, I used to teach this much differently, right? But it's the same information, but it's in a different format, right? Because if you just want to tell the truth, if you look at this weekly chart right here, you see these last two candles? This is a bearish order block. This move down broke structure. You see that? Everybody tracking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I already know because we just talked. I know price needs to come down. This is my final destination. Are y'all tracking?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull back.
So all I need to do is fib this down move right here that happened on this candle last week. Once I fib that down move, Darren, I'm putting my box, my zone from the 50 to the 78. Y'all see that? I'm going to change the color because I don't want it to be, confusing. I'm going to delete this Fibonacci. Now, I know that if price pulls back to my zone, I can take a trade from here down to this imbalance. Are y'all tracking?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I got to drop down to the 4-hour to see if I can find an imbalance in this zone. Damn. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's talk about what we understand about trading. If price comes from here, pushes down and breaks this low and this low, that's a break of structure, right?
Mhm.
So I would expect price to pull back into my zone to get short. Is there an imbalance in my zone, guys?
It's 2.
There's one here.
Todd.
Yep.
So Todd, quick question. When you When you said it breaks, like you said earlier, I think when it breaks the swing low, it's considered a change of character. When it breaks the swing high, it's a break of structure. Is that correct? Or they're both break of structures in a sense
Well,
when they break?
if it's going higher, right? If you're in a bullish market,
Oh, okay. I know, Tom. In the market, it depends on the market structure.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a break of
Yeah.
structure. If
Yeah.
you're in a bearish market, it's a break of
Mhm.
structure if it breaks a low. If you're in a bullish market, it's a break of structure if it breaks a high. So, you just have to know what market you're in.
Okay, I get it.
So this market is pushing down at if you look from here to here, we're pushing down. So when you break structure, we already know it's going down here, right? So on these lower time frames, we know this is a bearish market. We know it's coming from up here to down here, correct?
Yep.
Are y'all tracking?
Yeah.
Okay. Because on who did this one? Who marked this chart up? You, Alto?
Yeah, I did before on the daily, I think. We were on the
Okay,
daily.
but this is still your swing right here. Remember? This
Yeah.
is still your swing. So
Mhm.
the market is bearish because it's pulling back to your imbalance so we can get in for a buy. But I'm just showing you real life. This is real life how I would approach this trade. And this is how I used to teach it, right? I didn't even used to bother with showing you the bigger time frame structure. I would just get this leg of price. I would have fibbed that leg of price because that bearish order block, I know we broke structure. I'm waiting for a pullback so I can get into a trade from here and take that trade to here. Does that make sense? Are y'all tracking?
Okay, so you said is you saying for a pullback? And
Yeah,
then
because this push down, we
want
broke
to see
structure.
it. Okay.
Now I just needed to pull back into this imbalance so I can take a short.
The imbalance here, maybe on here. That imbalance here, or which one are we talking about?
Well,
Trying to see which imbalance.
what you marking up is not an imbalance.
Oops, my bad. Okay.
You know why it's not an imbalance?
No, could you tell
You're
me?
way over here. This, when it bought up, it was an imbalance. But look at all
Okay.
this price that covered that, all this price action that covered this candle low. Anything you see over here that's covered by a candle is irrelevant. You have a leg of
Okay.
price here, though, that has no candles to cover it. So everything that you see here are exposed candles. So you see how there's no price that touches this candle right here. There's no
Mhm.
candle, there's no high that touches this. There's an imbalance. From here to here is an imbalance. From here, from the bottom of this candle to the top of this candle is an imbalance. Because there are no candles that pushed up yet. You don't worry about these candles because there's candles covering them.
I get it. Okay. Okay. I get it.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So you consider this imbalance over here not filled yet?
It's not filled.
This one. Okay.
Correct. The same way that this imbalance is not completely
It's
filled.
filled. Yeah.
So basically, you're waiting for it to pull back to this area and then
Yeah,
back down.
listen, I would love it if it pulls back to this area up here. It might just pull back to this first one and start selling. This is where you as a trader have to wait for your what? Change of character. Price is going to be bullish. If it hits this imbalance and gives you a change of character, then you know, hey, we're not going to this imbalance. Are y'all tracking?
Now I see.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Change your character
Yes.
in a
And
lower
that's-
time frame.
Exactly. Well, this is the only way you're going to ever know if price is turning around. People ask me all the time, do you think price is going to turn? Bruh, I don't know. Like I'm watching the chart like you. If price comes here and gives me a change of character, then comes back and lets me in the trade, I know we selling. And I don't need it to be this drastic, right? I only did that because I only had 3 lines. It could be like, it can establish a low right here. and then go up to this thing, and then come down and break that low, pull back and sell. Or it's going to come here, establish a low, it'll hit that, pull back, don't break that low, and keep pushing. And that's how you know it's going to the second one. That makes sense?
Yes.
So quickly, Todd, I just want to, I guess, refresh my knowledge. When you say change of character in this moment, would it be the break of the last kind of swing low, which would be around here area, I guess, right? Because that's the new one, right? This area,
Well,
I think.
Yeah, if everything stayed like this, yes.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
what I can tell you is, whenever price starts buying back up, you're going to get some structure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it'll look like that, exactly.
what your change of character is probably going to look like is price is going to hit this imbalance, come down and break this low, and then buy it back up to this imbalance here. And then you're going to start getting short. Right?
Okay. I
So
see what
all
you're
you
talking-
need to see as a trader is this last low get broken. There's your
Yes.
change of character. There's your pullback for your entry. There, you're in profit. That make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. So
Yep.
this, yeah, breaking that. So basically, when it comes back to that low, if it goes up, for example.
So everybody understand.
Mhm.
So look over here, guys. Price comes down. Where would you have gotten in that trade?
I would have gone a short up here. Oh, you moved it. But somewhere up here, I think.
It's somewhere up there.
Is that right? Or
Well, why would you have gotten in right there?
up here? Because I think because of the double top as well, so forming, but
No,
also
man, no. We have a double top. I don't care. I'm looking for a change of character.
because it broke this, no? It broke like this. I don't know.
It broke what?
I don't know. You say it. You tell me. I'm
No,
starting to get confused.
Alto, you got it, bro. You got it. I want you to tell me why you would have got in right there. I'm okay with the entry. I'm not okay with the why.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. So I literally had it. I
If
don't know.
you're saying we broke these lows and price pulled back, I'm cool with that. If you say, hey, we broke these lows, there was a low right here. We broke these lows, price pulled back. I'm cool with that. This whole leg
Yeah.
is bearish.
It's good.
This
Yeah,
whole
sorry.
leg down here is bearish. So any of those breaks and pullbacks, I'm cool with. But you have to understand why you're entering the trade, guy. Like, that's the hard part about trading. If you see it, take it. But have a good reason for you enter. Don't just say I entered it because I think it's going that way, or it gave me a double top. No. It gave me a change of character, right? Or it gave me a break lower and it pulled back. So I got in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
This is always my target. From this first change of character up here in pullback, this has always been the target. Price comes here and goes sideways. I'm not panicked. Anytime it breaks lower and pulls back, I can add a position because it's still going here. And it pushes down, it pulls back. I could add another position. We break this low, it pulls back. I can add another position. It breaks this low, pulls back. I can add another position. I'm not saying I would have added all these positions, but I want you to understand that price is still coming here. This is still the target.
So to me, it just looked like it's in some kind of consolidation.
Well,
That's what.
okay, it is consolidating, but what does that have to do with you? Nothing. Nothing. You saw everything that you needed to see back here. Let it consolidate. I don't care if it goes and takes a dump. Let it do whatever it needs to do. You got your confirmation back here. You see what I'm saying? sometimes trades take longer and they suck. Trust me, they suck because you're emotionally tied to this trade. But what you have to do as a trader is, hey, do I understand where my swing low and swing high is? Yes, this is a pullback. Where is it pulling back to? It's pulling back to my golden zone. I got my imbalance targeted. I don't care if it takes 15 weeks. I mean, I hope it doesn't. But even if it does, price is either going to go up and take out my high, or it's going to hit my TP, right? You commit those funds when you decide to get into the trade. And if you get into the trade based off solid reasoning, hey, I got to change a character, it's pulling back to my 78 or my golden zone, you'll never have to worry about whether that trade is going to pan out or not. Don't watch the scary movie. Don't watch the charts. The charts, this right here, like you say, it's consolidating. If you ain't watching it, you don't even know. Once you commit that trade, set you an alert at your TP, set you an alert at your stop loss. Go live your life. Go to work, go with your family, go with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your kids, or whatever. Y'all tracking. I'm giving y'all some solid advice. I've lost a lot of trades and a lot of sleep behind trades because I watched the scary movie. I second guessed. Oh man, all this man with this trade is bull crap. It's playing around. It's still going to your TP. Eventualmente. Right? I mean, I hate that this trade is consolidated. But if you think about it, once this trade gave you this bearish order block, I'm going to show you how crazy this is. Y'all see that bearish order block, right? Bueller, y'all still with me?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
here.
Okay. If I fib this bearish order block,
Yep.
and I put my marker on it. Oh, I don't want to put another fib. Has price came back into the zone?
Nope.
No.
Mhm.
So even if price came all the way back up here, I don't see an imbalance in that zone, which is awesome. It explains why price hasn't came back up in there. But even if price came way back up here to this level, because there's an imbalance. Let me see. It probably already hit that imbalance. No, it didn't hit that imbalance. So even if price came right into that imbalance right here, it's still going to sell down to your zone, right? Now, I don't expect price to go back into that imbalance because we're breaking structure going lower. But price will come into your zone. Your stop loss goes above this high or your hedge, and you let the trade go. It is what it is. That's a solid trade. You got a weekly bearish OB. You have an imbalance. You have a TP. That's a 300 pip trade that I would take every week. Every time I see it, I would take that trade. And it doesn't matter to me how long it takes. I mean, I will complain about it. Like, man, this trade is taking forever. I should have took something else. But I'm not second guessing the structure or the reason that I took that trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All of you
Yeah.
guys need to be or get to a point to where you understand why you're taking a trade. I see a break of structure on the weekly chart or on the daily chart, I see a break of structure. I got my swing high and my swing low marked. I saw a change of character down on the 4 hour. If I'm looking at the weekly, on the 1 hour, if I'm looking at the daily, I see a change of character and price is selling back to my golden zone. So I can get in for the sell, or I can just wait at the golden zone for a change of character to buy it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, who's lost? Nobody's lost. I like it.
I guess, Todd, one more time, you can, I guess, clarify it. For example, in this trade, see, would you wait for it to like, what would you see here in this trade? Like, just clarify what you would do, because you said you'd take the 300 pips. I just want you to like clarify that one more time for me.
Okay, let's talk about this trade. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
just
delete
one
the
more time.
split that I just did. I'm gonna go back to the weekly.
Okay. Thanks again for clarifying, though. I appreciate it.
No problem. Okay. If we look at this weekly chart, let's just say I'm drawing my structure like this. I think most of y'all are going to agree. This would be my swing low. This would be my swing high, right? I think that's how we've discussed it this far. If that's the case, then I understand that my trade is going to take place in between this low and this high. So when the price is up here, I can't buy it because it's too high. I can only look to sell it. Correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Where could I sell it to?
The swing low.
Swing low.
I could sell it to my golden zone. You can't sell it all the way to the swing low. You got to sell it to the demand zone, or you sell it to the discounted area. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
And in this scenario, I'm selling this trade to the first imbalance in my zone. So if I drop down to the 4-hour chart, I can go over here in my zone and I can look for the imbalance as price pushes up through my zone. You see that imbalance?
Yeah.
See that imbalance?
Mm-hmm.
So I need to mark them. Now, I already know because we broke structure, we got an order block and imbalance. This is where price is coming to. I'm just going to mark this one just for giggles. Now, you're a rookie trader. You mark this and you see prices already closed at imbalance, right?
Yep.
There's your cue. You can delete it. It's closed. This
Okay.
is the only imbalance that's left.
Mm.
Right? It's in your zone. Therefore, that is your target. Are you tracking, Alto?
Yeah.
Now, you have a target.
Got it.
Can you get an entry into this trade? The answer is yes, you can. If this price pulls back, you can get an entry to sell price down these 300 pips. But price needs to pull back because price broke structure, right? See how this was the low right here, this wick. Price broke structure. You'll see that?
I see that.
Okay, so in this little section of price, in this little section of price, you have a high and you have a low. Are we buying or are we selling?
We're selling.
We selling because this is our target. Can I sell from down here? Can I sell from the low?
No.
No. I have
No.
to sell from a premium. I have to wait for price to pull back. So if I Fibonacci,
Here it's the 78.
from this high to this low and get my pullback area, now I can sit here and wait for price to give me an opportunity to sell it. If it doesn't give me the opportunity, I'm not hurt. You know what I'm saying?
In this scenario, would you wait for price to hit the 78 or 60? I
Well,
guess.
no.
I guess.
Where's the imbalance? I'm gonna drop down to the what time frame?
We're on the 4 hour.
4 hour time frame. We was gonna
Okay.
read the chart. We was
Yes,
gonna
you're
read the
right.
chart. Drop it
We
to the
were,
4 hour
yes.
time frame.
You're
We
right.
already said that that's the first imbalance at the start of the zone, and that's the second one. Because we have two, I have to wait to see if price gives me a change of character when it hits this imbalance. If it doesn't, I know that price is going to come up higher, and then I can take the trade from here down here. If it gives me a change of character when as soon as it hits the zone, then I got to take a trade from down here to here. Either way, it's a great trade. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You see the way I walk that trade down?
Yeah.
So it's either going to happen like that or it's not. And once you do this on your chart, when you're sitting here doing your analysis, all you have to do at that point, you don't have to try to remember it. You can just throw you a horizontal ray. I can throw this ray right here. I can set me an alert. And an alert, I can put any message. Sell G, is this N? GA. Oh, GN. Sell GN. Sell. Create. I can go to the park. I can go shopping, bowling, go with my woman to get her hair dyed, get her feet done, whatever. You can do whatever you want, and your alert is going to go off when price is in your zone. Once the alert goes off, you say, oh, okay, I remember this trade. I just got to see if I get a change of character here or if price is going to go higher. The more experience you get, you're going to understand that depending on what time of day you get your alert, you'll be like, man, this alert hit at 2 o'clock. There's no way it's going to sell at 2 o'clock. So I know it's going to go higher. And maybe by the end of Asian session, because it's going to hit, it's going to pull back, and it's going to buy up. Maybe by the end of Asian session, it'll be ready to sell. But that's just extra sauce. For now, all we need to understand is how we walked that trade setup down. You see how I walked it down? I walked you through my thought process. I'm going to do it again without the breaks this time, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, because this is my swing low and this is my swing high, once price got up here, I know I can only sell it because price either has to pull back or it's going to keep buying. But if it keeps buying, it's going to keep buying without me. But once I get a change of character on my 4 hour chart, now I can get into the game to sell price back to my zone. Y'all tracking? That makes sense?
Yep.
Yes.
So price still has a lot of pips to go to get to my zone. Because it gave me a weekly order block, right? It broke structure last week going down. All I need for price to do is pull back to the premium area, and I can take a short from the premium area all the way down to the zone that I know price needs to go to. And that'll be almost a 400 pip trade.
I have a question.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
do you know immediately that's a weekly order block?
You said, how do I know immediately?
Yeah, like
Okay, you see
the
that? You
green
see that
candle.
little doji candle right there, that green one?
Yes.
Did that red candle engulf it?
One moment. Can you say it again?
Okay, you see this little green doji candle?
Yeah.
You see how that red candle engulfed it?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I know it's an order block.
Okay. And it needs to be a candle, or could it also be a wick that engulfs it?
No,
I mean the
yeah,
body,
it has to be
sorry.
a candle.
I
So
mean the body or the wick.
well, I want to see the body. So you see
Yeah.
how this green candle right here, and then you got this
Yeah.
red candle that engulfs it.
Yeah.
That's an order block.
Yeah, because for an example, if you go to, you see that hammer and then the candle next to it? No,
one
the
right
other
here?
one, the bearish one. Further. Yes, and there next to you see a green candle, but the wick engulfs it. Can you then also say that's an order block?
Which wick? This wick
The other one, no. The bearish, yeah, and then the candle next
or
to
this
it.
bearish one?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this was an order block. No, not on
Okay.
this time frame. Now,
Okay.
listen, because I know how to trade, I could go down into the daily charts and find that daily bearish order block.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So a lot of times you can look at charts or look at candles on this higher time frame and understand, hey, this is a bearish order block on a lower time frame. There was a bearish order block in here, and that's
Mm,
why price pushed down. So in a
I
lower
see.
time frame, there was a bearish order block.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody have any questions over anything we covered today?
Questions?
I have a question. This is Miss Linda Todd.
How you doing?
Hey, because I was going a little bit and but I am having a little bit of confusion where, I see where you say, I can understand and follow that price is high, so we wouldn't buy, and we waiting for it to pull back to the zone to get into the trade. But I guess I'm confused on how those pips, how you making money there. How, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
How you make your money when price pulls back?
yes, because we said that when we was up there with the red candle, we was like, we wouldn't buy here, right? Because price is too high, and we waiting for it to pull back
To pull back.
into right.
Okay. So this is the gray area, Miss Linda,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not going to teach you how to trade this back down.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about it. I've mentioned a couple of times. You just wait for a change of character.
Right.
Because it's counter trend trading, right? The trend is going up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What everybody should do, or what the textbook answer is, you wait for price to pull back to this zone that we've identified. You just sit here. Once price hits this zone, then you zoom in to see if you get a change of character, and price breaks a high, pulls back, and now you're in for the buy. That's really the way you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
The way that most people would teach you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I like trading both ways because it's a lot of pips from here to here. Right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So once you start recognizing changes of character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're gonna see, okay, I could enter a trade because we broke that low and we pulled back.
Mm-hmm.
So on a lower time frame, price went from here to here.
Uh-huh.
It didn't just go in one candle. You see that one weekly candle? Let's just go.
Right.
Let's look at it on the 4 hour. Because that one weekly candle is lying to y'all.
Okay.
So what happened was price hit this area.
Mm-hmm.
there's a low right here. You see this low?
Yes.
So to me, once this price came down and broke that low
Mm-hmm.
and it pulled back, I could
Mm-hmm.
have got in right there. But some of y'all wanted to see this low breaking. So it came down and broke that low. Then it pulled all the way back up here. Everybody
Mhm.
should have been getting in this trade at this point because we broke two lows, right? Price
Okay.
pushed down, broke lows, pulled back. By breaking these lows, price is telling you that's a change of character. It pulled all the way
Okay.
back up here. All of us could have piled into this trade for this sale. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's just a matter of you recognizing when price is changing directions.
Mhm.
Because price is going to tell you, hey, I'm going to change directions. Sometimes we don't hear price. We don't pay attention, or hey, we don't actually see this as our swing low. Some of y'all would have came in here and told me that y'all's swing low was this. And okay, who am I to tell you that that's not your swing low? But for
Mhm.
me, I'm looking at this low right here is mine. This low up here would have been my swing low.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to kind of stick to your guns in the way you see the chart.
Okay.
If you see this as a swing, then you're not trading. You're not recognizing this as a bearish trend until we break and close below this wick right here. So once this candle would have closed, you'd have said, okay, now price is bearish. So I got to wait for it to pull back, right? I got to wait for it to pull back into this imbalance. Man, what's going on? You would have had to wait for it to pull back up here before you could have got active. And maybe it would have given you an entry, maybe it wouldn't have. It would have came pretty close, but no.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You would still be outside the party waiting to get into the club.
Okay.
But it's okay because you don't have every time, every setup is not for you. Maybe you didn't see that setup or it didn't give you what you wanted, then you just go on to the next trade. Maybe you could have gone on GA or EN or GN. You know what I'm saying? So what I always tell people to do, in my little 100 pip group, I tell them, hey, you need to have 3 pair. You need to come into the week with 3 pair. You've analyzed 3 pair and you've ranked them 1, 2, 3. You marked all of them up. You did your analysis. You marked your chart up. You have your alerts on 3 different charts. One of those pair is going to give you exactly what you want to see.
Okay.
You only need 1 trade every week.
Right.
So if you're feeling a little lost, it's okay. We'll be here every week.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. I'm just kind of a bit confused now with the order blocks.
Okay. What are you confused about?
Like, why do you need to, when do you look at them? Like, I don't know.
You said, when do you look at it?
Yeah. Because I kind of get all of that and then looking for imbalance, but then suddenly today, like the order blocks came up.
Okay. Somebody, I showed you what to look for to see where price is coming back to, right? You got an order block, an imbalance, and a break of structure. So later on, or the further we get into this lesson, we're going to talk more about order blocks, right?
Okay.
But in a nutshell, all your order block is you're going to have one candle, a small candle, and you're going to have one that engulfs it. That's going to be your order block. There's a few different ways that people will teach it or people will explain it. But the way I'm going to show you is you're going to have a small candle, and then there's a candle that's going to engulf it, right? It's going to break structure. So you see how you have this red candle and you got this green one that breaks structure? We broke the high of this. We broke the
Yeah,
high
yeah,
of that candle.
yeah,
It's an order block. You see how you got this little green candle and you got this big one that breaks the high of that little green candle?
yeah.
I would call that an order block as well.
Okay.
So all I was trying to point out was anytime you see an order block that breaks a high or a low, right? If it breaks that structure and it has this imbalance, see the top of this candle and the
Yeah,
bottom of this candle?
yeah.
Anytime you have that, price is always going to come back to that area and then leave.
Okay.
You see
So
how
it's
price,
gonna be in balance there as well if we have an order block.
well, not all the time,
No, all the time.
but the good ones, yes. The good ones will have an imbalance.
Okay.
The good
Okay,
ones.
thank you. Yeah.
You see how this has an imbalance? You see this
Mhm.
imbalance from this red candle to this green one?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good order block. The good ones have the imbalance.
Amazing, thank you.
So Todd, can you just explain like the order block, like what's happening in real time? Because I know like the green or candles we're headed into a bullish, and then the red kind of shows that it might be starting to go into a downtrend, right? But what is the market actually doing with those order blocks? Like what I'm trying to understand
So
what's
this
happening in the market.
is where the institutions are placing their orders,
Okay.
right? The big
Mhm.
hedge funds or banks or whatever, they're
Mm-hmm.
placing their orders,
Mm-hmm.
where you see the order blocks. And
Okay.
that's why price gaps out like that. That's why you get
Okay.
that big impulse candle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So when you see that, that's what you're understanding. Hey, institutions are buying this level.
Mm-hmm.
When it gives you that space, this candle right here, you see that space?
Yes.
When it gives you that space, that's your clue to say, okay, this area is important. If I wait for price to come and pierce this area, it's going to bounce. You see how this price goes into this imbalance?
Mm-hmm.
Gets out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how you know that this area is special. Even on this leg down right here, price comes back into this imbalance and it bounces.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So the higher the time frame you're seeing this on, the better the move. Like that's why I like to show you this on the daily. I don't trade these 4-hour charts because I like for my move to be 100 pips. 100 pips can change your life. I have a few people. I have a group called 100 pip and flip, and a few people have taken their accounts from $100 to 5 digits. I got a girl in there that took hers from $200 to 20-some thousand dollars.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take long if you're looking at what you're supposed to be looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, if you're looking at this thing on the daily or on the weekly, all these order blocks with imbalances and they break structure, they're all going to be good for at least 100 pips.
Okay.
All of them. So all you have to do is look at it and recognize it on a chart.
Okay.
So you see how you got this order block? You got this imbalance?
Yes.
So look where price hit my imbalance. See where it says September? Y'all see that?
Okay.
Okay. So price came down and hit my imbalance right here. Look at how many pips it bought up. How many pips is that?
370.
That will make you rich. Not in one trade, but if you're only taking these types of trades, you're going it's going to make you rich. If you're just paying attention to that. And I get it. We showed you 1,000 things. In the big scheme of things, right? If you look at this setup, price broke structure right here. Price broke structure. You see that? There's your imbalance. Price came right back to your imbalance, bought up 370 pips, pulled back again and bought up about 1,000. You see what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. Like, we're teaching you the same thing. But I have different cues than Kim has, right? Like, I already know when I look at a chart, man, price is coming back. If I looked at this right here, right? If I saw this imbalance, I would have known that this price was coming back into this imbalance and we was going to get north because I already know what it looks like. Hey, I got a breakout right here. We broke this high. I already know we coming back to that imbalance and we getting busy.
Okay.
So that's all you really like. Once you get the market structure piece down, you understand how to use your Fibonacci. You're going to start seeing this. And once you start seeing it, you'll never unsee it.
Okay.
And you won't be able to tell somebody, I don't know what date price is coming back to here. I just know when they get here, it's going to be a party. Right? This happened on July 10th. Price didn't come back until August 28th. You see what I'm saying? But on August 29th, we had a party.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's just how it works. And once you get to a place in your trading to where you see it, you'll never stop seeing it.
Those.
And
Cool.
one of y'all in here said, "Oh, this price is consolidating," right? Remember y'all said that?
Yeah, I said it's Marcia.
Okay, so look at these big imbalances. 1, 2, 3 imbalances. Price comes down. First of all, it hit this first imbalance. How many pips you think it bought up?
700.
No, not that first time.
Oh, okay. Oh,
315.
all right.
Then it comes and hits the second imbalance. Now you get your
Okay.
1,000 pips. You
All
see what I'm
right.
saying? And now it hits this third time. When you said it's consolidated, Marcia, you say consolidating. Somebody else said they're getting paid. How many pips is that?
Woo.
Brett, like that, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. You see the imbalance right there? Bullish OB. We broke that high right there. What happened when price came back to the imbalance? I'll bet you got you 100. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I'm dropping the mic right there. At some point, you're going to see it. And I don't want y'all to get frustrated because you don't see it yet, man. We're just getting into this stuff.
Okay.
So your eyes and your attention should be on where your swing high and your swing low is. Once you know where your swing high and your swing low is, now you got to understand, hey, is price closer to my swing high or swing low? Are we in premium or are we in discount? Because if we're in premium, I can't be buying price. I can only sell it. If we're in discount, I can't be selling price. I can only buy it. Right?
Yeah.
So you should know how to set your Fibonacci and expect a retracement into your golden zone. Today I showed you how to go into your golden zone and find the imbalance because that's where price is going. And then, eventually we'll start following price on GU. As a matter of fact, let's look at GU. Let's see if we can get a little
Todd, before you go there real quick,
I'm sorry, go
before
ahead.
can you go back real quick? I just and I don't want to. You could just answer yes or no, and then what? But see, okay, so at the end of this chart, just like like playing like in hindsight, what it's going to do. But we have in that zone, like we don't have any other candles. So that last red candle, that's you got 1, 2, 3 imbalances, right?
You got this imbalance.
That one, okay. That imbalance. Why is the candle not beside it an imbalance?
Which one?
Because the wick,
This one?
yeah.
Because this inside wick touches with this candle. So that's not an imbalance.
Okay, all right. So what I was going to say was like price was there. Now, if price pulled back up and took out that 1, 2, 3, 4th red candle right there, would that be a point of entry?
Of course. This is exactly where we were talking about entering.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
We dropped down to the 4 hour. We said we had an
Mhm.
imbalance here, and we had another one up here.
Okay.
And we just had
Okay.
to wait to see if we get a change of character after it hits this imbalance,
Mm-hmm.
or if it goes up to the 4th. But yes, we're
Okay.
we're expecting price to pull back and then sell down. And
Okay.
if you look at this picture, you know we broke structure right here and right here, right? We broke structure. So because we broke structure, we're expecting a pullback. Once it pulls back, we can get into the sell because this is our overall target.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding that little piece right there.
Yep. You good.
Okay. Thank you.
I got one question, Todd.
Uh-huh.
Oh, darn. Wait a minute. I thought we were looking at GN first.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay. So the overall trend, this is where I get a little confused. Looking at the overall trend,
Mhm.
it's buying,
Okay.
but doing the correction or it seems like, is it at a retracement when you're trading down
Yeah,
to
you're
sell?
trading the correction. You're trading
That's where I'm stuck at, because I see structure as a uptrend as buying, so that's where I'm trying to
Look, that's fine.
understand that.
So
Mhm.
Marcia, what I would
Mhm.
suggest for you,
Mhm.
don't worry about the pullback. You don't trade the pullback. You wait for price to pull back to your zone. You should have a zone that you expect the pullback to go to, though, right? So you, as a trader, don't ever trade it back. Wait for it to get to your zone and then buy it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you're not going to automatically buy it. You're going to wait for it to get to your zone, and then you want to see a change of character on your select time frame. Maybe that's the 4 hour, maybe that's the daily. I don't know, but you decide. Hey, I need to see a change of character on the 4 hour time frame once price hits my zone. And if it gives you a change of character and it starts going bullish, wait for it to pull back, and you get in for the buy. It is absolutely fine to trade like that.
Okay.
What's up, Wisdom?
Yes, sir. Good day, everybody. So I have a question. A little bit confused.
You
I'm
say
a
you have a
little bit
question, what?
Yeah. Yes. Can just go from the weekly time frame? I want to ask a question.
On this pair?
Can you weekly time frame? Can you please go to the weekly time frame? Yes. Based off of this structure, I think that on this weekly, what I'm seeing on this weekly time frame is that price has tapped into the other block based on this weekly time frame. And so, why are you still waiting for it to come down? Why are you still waiting for it to come down to this area here?
Why
To
am I
this
still waiting for
area?
it to come down?
Yes, to this
Because
area.
it
Yeah.
never hit the imbalance.
So,
For me,
but the
huh?
I
There's
said,
an
but
imbalance
the
right
imbalance.
there.
Hmm.
It's not on this time frame, it's on the 4 hour time frame.
Really?
This is a week. What's two
Okay.
time frames down from the weekly?
Okay.
What is two time frames down? Wisdom.
Okay. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
So when you have your setup, you have to drop two time frames down, not the daily, but the 4 hour. When you drop to that
Okay.
4 hour time frame, and you go and you look at the price action, you see that imbalance? You see this imbalance?
Yes.
It has not been filled. This imbalance has been filled. This one has not been filled. So price needs to come fill this imbalance. That's why I'm waiting for price to fill that imbalance.
Why do you think it must come to that imbalance
Oh,
on
why
the
do I
4
think
hour
that?
there?
Why do I think that?
Yeah, it must come to that particular 4 hour imbalance because on the weekly I see that it has tapped into it.
Well, wait, hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, bro. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, sir.
That's a good question. But I showed you last week. And I don't know if you were paying attention. So I'm gonna show you again this week. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Okay, guys, and this goes for everybody. I don't ever want to get in front of y'all and have you guys take my word for something, okay? Everything that I'm showing you, all these concepts that I'm teaching you, I learned from right here. You see this wisdom?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see it.
Okay, this is where I got all of my information from.
Okay.
Yeah, you showed us this last week as
Right,
well.
but I got to show again because wisdom need to see it. So I want you to see this chart right here, wisdom. And the first thing I want you to pay attention to, you see this time frame right here?
Yeah.
Wisdom?
The 2 minutes. Yes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, everything that I showed you, you asked me how I knew the price needed to come back to that 4 hour imbalance. See that? See this imbalance on this 2 minute chart?
I can see.
Price was here. We broke this structure. You see us breaking structure going up?
Yeah.
See the imbalance? Price came back to that imbalance. You see how this leg of price is going down? See how we break structure? We break this low. You see the imbalance? See how price come right back up into that imbalance? Before we push low? You see that, wisdom?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now price turns around. We break structure. We break this high. We have an imbalance right here. Then price pushes up and we break this high. We have another imbalance. Price comes into this imbalance, doesn't break this low, and keeps going higher. We have an imbalance right here. We break this high. Price comes back, fills that imbalance. We go higher. Eventually, price comes down back to your imbalance. And then it goes higher. Eventually, it's going to fill this imbalance and then come back and fill this imbalance. It's just how price works. That's how I know on that 4 hour chart that other imbalance has to be filled.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying, but I think let me explain what I mean intensively. Based on the weekly, there was already an imbalance that had been filled. You get my point? So
Well,
coming down to the 4 hours, you still sought for an imbalance at a lower kind of, let me call it a discounted area, and you expect price to still come down there on the 4 hour. You can see on the weekly here, this imbalance here from here to here has been filled. This
I agree.
imbalance.
I agree.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay, sir.
Once we filled this imbalance, why didn't price go break that high?
Mm, I don't know. Is it
What
because
you mean? You can't tell me you don't know. Why didn't it go break that high?
so? Are you considering that high as a weak high?
Am I considered what?
That high as a weak high?
A swing high, you mean?
A weak high, weak high.
Well, I mean, whether it's a weak high or not, it's to me, this is the swing. So
Mhm.
you can call it a weak high or whatever, but this is my swing low at point A and my swing high at point C or point B, right? You see that? This is the high, this is the low. So price has to either break this low or it has to break that high. Do you agree?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you see this bearish order block right here?
Yes, sir. I see it.
This bearish order block has not been violated, correct? Have we broken the high of that bearish order block?
No, sir.
Then that means price is being controlled by the bearish order block, correct?
Yeah.
This past week, we got, what is this right here?
What did you say?
What is this right here?
That's a bearish order block.
Another bearish order block. What does that tell you? Is price going up or down?
Down.
Okay. If it's going down, it's going right to my area, right?
Okay.
It's not going there because I said it needs to go there. It's going there because that's how price moves. It has to fill that imbalance. So this is what I would tell you, Wisdom.
Okay, sir.
If you look at these charts on these higher time frames, if you have a higher time frame, I'm going to delete everything off this chart. If you looked at this chart on this higher time frame, can anybody tell me what they think right here? Right? Is price bearish? Do y'all consider this down move a break of structure? Is that a break of structure or no?
Yes.
Because if I pull my line chart out, it's a break of structure for me. It's a break of structure. So anything that happens from this break for me is a pullback. Price push down. Now price just pulled back. So if you look at this pullback, did we close this imbalance? Did we hit did price hit this imbalance right here?
No.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You just touched it.
It hit this imbalance and now it's selling. Right?
Yeah.
Like most of us would expect if we get a break of structure and a pullback, we expect price to sell. So if you know that from this higher time frame, then you understand what's going on when you go down to these lower time frames. You know, hey man, price is starting to sell. Right?
Mm.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So anytime you're ever confused, try looking up at a higher time frame to get a better perspective of what's going on with the big picture.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
I just had a question, Todd, because like with me, with my mind, I'm trying to like understand like what like the market is doing so that when I look at the chart, I can kind of, see that other side of it. But so can you just really quick, like just explain, so the market, like we say, is always going to sell back down and take out that imbalance, like so, or either up to the imbalance. But what is happening there? Like what is going on? Why does it always have to do? Why is it always going to do that?
Okay.
Is it just something like a characteristic of like that's just how the market is and it's always going to do that? Or
yes, it is it's a signature.
Okay.
It's an algorithmic signature
Okay.
of the market.
Okay.
That's why people can trade what they call supply and demand.
Okay.
Or imbalance. What I would suggest for all of y'all is go to YouTube, and you can type in imbalance trading strategy or imbalance, and this dude GeoFX,
yes,
he explains things very well.
He does.
His videos aren't terribly long. Like this is a 12-minute and 43-minute video.
Yes,
he will explain to you very similarly. Me and him see the market very similarly. But go and look at some of these videos and how they explain your price action.
Okay.
So you're going to understand that whenever you have that imbalance, that's the signature. Like that's what you're looking for. It's kind of like if somebody has a fingerprint. How do they know you?
Yes.
How do they know you
Right.
a murder scene?
Right.
Because your
That's what I was
fingerprint
gonna
is
say,
right
the
there.
fingerprint.
That imbalance is a fingerprint that some big whale, like some big organization, somebody with big money, got into the market.
Okay.
And if you think about the market like you do a supermarket, right? Where you have buying and selling. If you went to the register and they charged you money, if you bought something and you didn't get your item, you'll be pissed off.
Right.
You want something for your money. So when you look at these candles, they represent sellers. So somebody sold something. This red candle, somebody sold something. But nobody gave them any money. If it's just red candle, red candle, red candle, and the wicks aren't touching, where is the money for that transaction? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
if you look over here, you see these are like red candles going down. They sold, but there ain't no buyers. Where's the buyer in between here? Where's the buyers? There aren't any. So until the buyer, the candle buys up and covers that sale, that means you sold something and didn't get any money.
Okay.
This chart is basically like an accounting system. You got to cover every buyer has to be matched up with a seller. It can't just be buyers because there's nothing to buy if you just buying. Who's selling anything to you? You just buying. So if it's just a bunch of green candles buying, but there's no red candles selling to the buyers, what the heck are we buying? So that's how, if you look at it like that, then to me, you'll get a better understanding of why those imbalances have to be filled.
Okay. Yes, that helps a lot. That helps a lot.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else have any questions? Again, I really want y'all to go and research this stuff, like fair value gaps or imbalances, or if I say something that you haven't heard before, you don't understand, hey, the market is fractal. Go to YouTube, Fractal in Forex. They have short videos that talk about it and explain it to you, and they might explain it in a way that you better understand. I don't want y'all to get stumped by something that I say. That man, Todd, the way Todd explained that just doesn't make sense. Go to YouTube, watch you a couple of videos. If you're still lost, hit me up. You don't have to wait for next Sunday. You can hit me up during the week. Hey man, I'm stumped by this, or I don't understand this, right? ICT 2022 mentorship is where I learned all that I'm showing you about trading, right? That guy knows his stuff. He doesn't have the only trading system that works, but what he teaches on that mentorship absolutely works. Many people can't stomach the way he talks. They can't stomach his cockiness, but his system works. And that's what I'm teaching whenever I teach it to you. So maybe you want to watch a video every week from ICT. You guys have to take this and make it your own, right? At the end of the day, you guys are going to, or you're aspiring to be profitable Forex traders. Or, you can trade anything. You can trade stocks, Forex, commodities, futures, whatever. But your goal is to, gain the knowledge to go in the market, see the market, understand what you're looking at, and take trades to take advantage of the market. The system that I'm showing you, the system that Kim is showing you, it absolutely works. But you might have to spend a little extra time or watch another one or two videos outside of what we do in here on a Sunday. So if you guys need help, don't hesitate to hit me up. I'm going to help you. All I'm saying is I'm helping you, but I also have other resources that might help you more, or they might explain it a little bit differently. And they don't take an hour to explain it like I do. They might explain it in 10 or 15-minute video. So don't be afraid to break out that YouTube University, get your YouTube University degree, because I got mine, and I can tell you it's some good stuff out there.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else?
Thank you, Todd.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks, Dal. Do you still want to go over a GU or maybe for next week?
Well,
Next week, please. Thank you.
we can save it for next week, but
Okay.
I want y'all to make sure y'all are following price. You know what I'm saying? Like, mark up your swing low, your daily and your weekly swing low. It already broke my daily swing low. So I'm waiting for price to sell to my weekly swing low. Maybe for some of y'all, it hasn't broke y'all's daily swing low. But I just want to make sure that y'all are following price on GU. Because that's the pair we're supposed to be following, right?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
Have a
you.
good
Thank
one,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Okay, sir. Thank you.